I got a serious question for you. What would you do if your cat peed all over the closet and soaked into the drywall? Well, this homeowner decided to cut it out and wasn't totally confident about finishing the job.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind.
Make sure you put a protective barrier down. It's very important so you don't make a huge mess and ruin the carpet.
Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back.
Now, right here we're using Easy Sand 20. You shouldn't be afraid to put too much water or too much powder, because you can just mix it up until you get the right consistency you want.
I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
See how much higher above and below the seam in the middle there? That green piece, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that green piece is the center. That's where the seam of the drywall actually is. There, that's where the tape was that the homeowner put on. I'm going pretty high above and below, and that's so that there's a real nice transition. You wouldn't even be able to see where the seam is once we're going to be finished here.
You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
Here we got second coat here. You can see the mud's dried.
So sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is
What I'm doing here is I'm just barely putting anything on. I'm literally scraping as close to the wall as I can get, and that's just so that I fill in any of the little divots, air bubbles, or whatever from the first coat.
I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness.
Now, something you might notice here is if you look on the left corner there, that one, there was no tape when I started. The one on the right, I'd put tape in the previous. You're about to see a little clip of that here, because there's this really cool hack that if you watch toward the end of the video, you'll see. For most homeowners, this is super essential, because let's be honest, taping the corner of drywall is difficult. You know, it's pretty difficult to do the corner here. The previous of me putting that tape in there, and as you can tell, it's pretty difficult for me to do it one-handed. let alone at all. For most people, it's difficult. And yeah, so you want to just pack the mud on, you stick your tape on there, and then you go over it and you squeeze the rest of the mud out. Here's the hack that might make a lot of drywallers mad, is you just put some flexible caulking in the corner there. You can't tell the difference. The final step here, guys, is to start mixing your texture. You can get those texture guns at Home Depot and stuff, which you'll see here in a bit. Something like this would cost a customer, I don't know, anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Well, the materials really only cost you maybe $50 to $100. If you buy the tools too, it maybe costs you $200. That's why I always encourage people to try to do stuff their own. It's not a very hard thing to learn. It is hard work though, and that's so if you're afraid of hard work, then I don't blame you for not wanting to do it. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it, go on and take your aim. Overall, I think it turned out great. I can't tell the difference. Why don't you let me know in the comments if you can.